Do you miss the old days whenever you started a Tekken game on a Saturday morning and saw the different game modes on your screen? If so, then you have clicked on the right video. You probably miss the nostalgic uniqueness of Tekken that made it different from other fighting games. I miss it too. But more importantly, should Tekken 8 bring back these 8 classic game modes? I think so. Let's talk about it. Starting with number 1, we have to talk about Tekken Force. Tekken Force is a mini-game introduced in Tekken 3 and later reappearing in Tekken 4. Tekken Force allows players to select a character and fight Tekken Force members in stages. Tekken 5 and 6 expanded upon the minigame with the Devil Within and Scenario Campaign mode, which each included a boss fighter from each game's roster. Being able to play with your favorite character in a mode where you could easily take down members of the Tekken Force while gaining points for damage output was so much fun. I think it would be cool if Tekken 8 brought back Tekken Force as an offline mode and an online mode. It would be great if there were an online mode for Tekken Force so that we could create a character and then use the moveset of a Tekken character for the character that you created. Playing along with friends and going on main quests to fight main bosses online depending on the stage would be exciting and adventurous. In addition, if Tekken Force Online had an RPG feel, I would think it would become even more addictive, as Harada would be able to create new DLC such as quests, main bosses, and items. As there are a number of clans in Tekken, such as the Mishima clan, Hachioji clan, Kazama clan, Maji clan, and more, I believe this would be possible. Could you imagine how excited you and your friends would be if Harada released a Tekken Force DLC with Ogre as the main boss? I think that would be super sick if that was able to happen. Number 2, we gotta go with story mode. Okay, story mode is one of the main modes in Tekken games. Story mode tells the story of the games. The modes typically have between 7 to 9 battles and 2 story-driven levels, as well as the sub-boss unique to each character with the exception of Tekken 5, Delvijin, and the sub-boss for most characters. There is also the final boss. Each game has a different final boss, and this is what makes story mode a classic. When story mode is completed with a different character in Tekken 4 or Tekken 5, a new character is unlocked, for example. Honestly, I miss unlocking characters that I wouldn't use, but the fact that you had to use a character that you didn't want to play with to unlock a character you did want to play with made me appreciate Tekken more, since you got to learn and understand a character that you did not like. In addition, unlocking characters would be a great benefit for new and upcoming Tekken players, since unlocking characters will help them gain knowledge and wisdom on how to play a certain character and how to better understand Tekken. Besides that, story mode allows both old Tekken fans and upcoming Tekken fans to gain a deeper understanding of a character's background. I think that this is something that Tekken has lacked in the past, particularly in Tekken 7. This story mode in Tekken 7 takes a detective as a protagonist who is trying to gain information about the Mishima saga that is happening in the game. Since there are so many stories and cliffhangers that are not yet revealed, I truly believe it was a waste of time, since there are so many other stories in the Tekken series. As an example, why did Fang kill Asuka's father? What is Jun's relationship with Asuka? What is the story behind Dragunov and Raven? Where is Bruce and Bake? And how did the UN get started? And why are they so important? Why is Bob a superhero? What are the reasons why? What are the reasons behind Michelle's disappearance and Chrissy's disappearance? And so much more. Now that I'm talking about it as I make this video, Akuma didn't deserve that much screen time. I mean, seriously? Akuma, come on bro. I believe there's so much more of these stories that needs to be explained, and I'm sure Harada will be able to offer us an insight into the background of these characters and more details in the future. Hopefully Tekken 8 will elaborate on these characters' background and whereabouts. Number 3, I had no choice but to add Tekken Bowl and Tekken Beach Ball. I had to include Tekken Bowl and Tekken Beach Ball because they were both fun sport mini games to play when you were done with Tekken Force or story mode. As part of the Tekken series, Tekken Bowl is a side game that was introduced in Tekken Tag Tournament and later appeared in Tekken 5, Dark Resurrection, and Tekken 7 as DLC. It was also released as an app for free. The rules are, the player controls how the ball would be thrown, its spin, and how much power it would use in each iteration. In Tekken 3, the mini-game Tekken Beach Ball was first introduced, and it was also included in the Wii U edition of Tekken Tag Tournament 2. In this minigame, the goal is to damage the opponent's health bar by bouncing the ball on the ground of the opponent's half or striking the opponent. When a ball is charged, its strength increases with each strike, causing it to deal more damage. Increasing the charge of the ball causes it to move faster and deal more damage, until at full charge it becomes fire and burns the person it hits, causing a large amount of damage to the player. In the bottom left corner of the screen is a meter that shows the ball's charge strength. There are 3 types of balls to choose from, each dealing varying amounts of damage to the opponent. Should Tekken minigames be DLC in Tekken 8 if it reappears again? Heck no. Knowing that Tekken Bowl is a DLC for Tekken 7, it concerns me because we would never have that nostalgic game modes we once had for Tekken unless it's DLC. Nah, you could do so much with these modes if they became an online mode in Tekken 8. You could also use sport minigames like these two as a starting point for other minigames like Tekken Golf, Tekken Basketball, Tekken Soccer, Tekken Football, and even Tekken Kart, among others. These possibilities with sport minigames in Tekken 8 are endless if they appear again. Number 4, we gotta go with Team Battle. This mode of the game allows players to form teams up to 8 fighters and then battle against either their friends or the CPU in battles against each other. After one of these characters have been defeated, the next one in line will replace the character that was defeated. Every time a match is won, the health of the character increases slightly as well, just as it does in survival mode. In Tekken 2, Team Battle made its debut, and it has been a part of every game released since then, all the way until Tekken 7. When the stage button is pressed, all selected characters can be randomized at once. However, in Tekken 6, all you have to do is press the select button to revert all the characters to random. Each of them appears as a question mark on the screen, and when the player loses a match, the next member of the player's team will be revealed. This process continues until they are down to the last member. Isn't it weird playing a Tekken game that does not have a Tekken battle mode included in it? The process of choosing the characters that you want to be a part of your team felt like as if you were playing both an NBA All-Star game and a Pokemon battle at the same time. Imagine if Tekken 8 brought back Team Battle, as well as making it an online competition and introducing it to the world as a competitive esport. It would be insane if that were to happen. For instance, if we were to see John Dane vs. Nee battle with a total of 4 characters fighting each other, the results would be truly crazy. Team Battle is a must for Tekken 8. Number 5, come on you guys, Tag Team. You guys knew this was coming. Tag Team should be a mode in Tekken 8. Could you imagine how awesome Tag Team mode would be with the new heat system, especially with the new visuals that Tekken 8 is bringing to the table? Now, of course, Tag Team hasn't been a mode yet technically because it had its own separate titles, which were Tekken Tag Tournament 1 and Tekken Tag Tournament 2. But if the Tekken Tag idea was to be implemented in Tekken 8 as a game mode, the gameplay would look absolutely insane. The grab combinations for certain tag teams will look astonishing for the fans to see. Just think about how entertaining a tag team rage art will look like. It would be awesome to see Jen and Lars doing their tag team rage art together, or even Paul and Law doing their tag team rage art. I would love to see Tekken 8 tag team tournaments. It would be intense to have a real life partner to help you win against 2 other real life opponents in a tag team tournament, or you could play 1v1. It would be awesome to see Arslan Ash and Lil Majin go head to head with Anakin and Joey Fury in a tag team tournament, and that was just for an example. A commentator like Tasty Steve would go bananas in his commentary watching a tag team fight like this take off. The tag team mode shouldn't just be for online. If it was in Tekken 8, an offline tag team mode would bring back nostalgic vibes for OG Tekken fans like myself and create memories for new upcoming Tekken fans. Let's hope that the tag team mechanics will make a comeback in Tekken 8. Number 6, Tekken Tunes. Tekken Tunes, also known as Jukebox, is a mode featured in Tekken games. The section allows the players to listen to the background music featured in the game. Since Tekken Tag Tournament 2, the player can also change and or replace the background music whenever they want with either game's music. In Tekken Tag Tournament 2, the player can also buy music packs from Tekken, Tekken 2, Tekken 3, Tekken Tag Tournament, Tekken 4, Tekken 5, and Tekken 6, all together or separately unless they're playing with the Wii U version, as none of the packs are available, nor can they use their own library as the Wii U doesn't allow music to be played on it. In Tekken 7, the player has access to music in all the Tekken games, including Tekken Revolution, and can set the BGM for the stages and menu screens to any of the tracks. they can also have playlists with different save sets. Now, I know I can't be the only one hoping and wishing to see this game mode make a comeback. The customization of choosing what classic Tekken OST you want for a stage or a mini screen makes Tekken the greatest fighting game of all time. I miss being able to put soundtracks like Moonlight Wilderness, the airport theme, the beach theme, and more on certain stages to make my on-my fights against other opponents more entertaining. For Tekken Tag Tournament 2, I will always change the original OST on the character select screen to the ending theme on Tekken Tag 1, the character select OST from Tekken Tag 1, and the character select OST from Tekken 3. Being a musician, growing up listening to legendary soundtracks from Namco composers like Kichi Okabe made me appreciate Tekken even more. The fact that you can swap out OSTs to classic OSTs will always make me feel like I'm home when I'm playing Tekken. This game mode has to make a comeback in Tekken 8. Number 7, you guessed it, Theater Mode. Theater Mode, more recently known as Gallery, is a mode in the Tekken series. This mode allows the players to access every character's prologue and epilogue. This mode can be unlocked after the story mode is beaten once. Theater mode has been replaced with Gallery since Tekken 6. What's cooler than seeing your hard work pay off after defeating the main boss in the arcade mode in the Tekken games? Theater mode is an absolute classic, especially when you defeat the main boss using a character that you don't play with. This is what makes Tekken stand out from other fighting games because it had endings that you can rewatch over and over again for each character once you beat the game in arcade mode. I don't remember any other fighting games at the moment having this awesome feature being in the game. Though most of the endings were non-canon, it was still interesting to watch. Now that Jun has made a comeback in Tekken 8, it makes me wonder if Unknown will finally be a canon character in the Tekken series, because this means that Harada can actually make her endings in Tag 1 and 2 canon. I wouldn't be surprised if Harada did that. Theater mode is the classic mode for Tekken. I also hope for this mode to make a return in Tekken 8. I could have chose any other modes, but this one is dearly to me because this is very nostalgic to me. Number 8, we gotta go with Time Attack mode. Time Attack mode is the Tekken series that made its debut in Tekken 2. Time Attack mode is usually a cut down version of arcade mode with default game settings. In Time Attack, one must complete all stages in the shortest possible time. I don't know about you all, but Time Attack mode was addicting. This mode allows you to become better with your mains during certain situations when you need to win the most. Having the pressure to win while you're being timed is what made this game mode a classic. The fact that you could play locally at a friend's house to see who could complete the game faster was awesome. It was pretty much a race in the arcade mode. I miss playing this game mode in Tekken Tag Tournament 1 back in the days in the early 2000s. Let's hope this classic mode will also be revived in Tekken 8. Dear Harada, if you're watching this video, please bring back these game modes. The uniqueness of Tekken will definitely be missed and will always be a part of an old school Tekken player's heart forever. As great as Tekken 8 is looking, I know that you and Makamuri will be successful no matter what. Tekken fans, what is your favorite classic game mode? Let me know down in the comment section below. Please chop that like button for some free chicken and subscribe to the dojo for some more Tekken 8 videos. This is Sensei from the dojo, and of course I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.